Hello and welcome, I'm the Anti-Philosopher. When I was in elementary school, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, I was obsessed with the animal kingdom. I wanted to learn as much as was humanly possible about life on Earth. Now, if you asked me why I was so obsessed with zoology, at the time I called it animal science because I didn't know the word zoology. If you asked me, why were you into zoology? I'm not sure I could give you a satisfactory answer. Inspiration is an odd thing. You can't choose to be inspired. You just are inspired. It is something that possesses you. Now, after around the middle school, I began to drift away from my interest in zoology. I think part of that was my grandmother died before my 5th grade graduation, and she was one of the people who was really encouraging my interest in that regard. I also think it was a choice I was making out of fear. It's embarrassing to admit this, but I have struggled quite a bit with mathematics. Mathematical concepts, the understanding of mathematical concepts does not come easily to me. So I began to think, well, since I suck at math, I can't go into the sciences. I'm not a science person. I must be an art person. So I began pursuing some of my more creative interests. But now I've come to realize I was putting people into I was categorizing people into two types. I was categorizing people as science people and non-science people, or humanities people or art people. I just thought some people are born who are just science people. They're just born to go into the sciences. They're just born with mathematical and scientific knowledge. And there are people who are born with artistic knowledge or that they were just born to be an artist or go into the humanities. That it was a fixed thing at birth. This is not true. I'm not saying that people are not born with certain predispositions. What I mean is, you can't categorize people as science people and humanities people, or science people, humanities people, and art people. And because I have struggled with mathematics in the past, I was committing that error. I was not allowing myself to explore my interest in biology, the biological sciences, because I said to myself, well, I suck at math, therefore I don't deserve it. Excuse me. I think most people, if they are hardworking, can get what they want done. And I am very interested in zoology generally, and evolutionary biology specifically. Again, I can't give you an exact answer, but I think there is some philosophical bedrock. I think life is the most fascinating thing in the universe, because why did life come about? Life seems the universe seems very barren. Where's all the life? As far as we know, Earth is the only planet with life. Now, that's probably not likely. There probably is life elsewhere, but we don't know of it, if it exists. So why is it here? Why is life on Earth so diverse? How did it come about that a creature which could think about the universe how did it come about that a creature that could think about the universe could evolve? I think those are very fundamental questions. I think now we can't exactly apply evolutionary biology to humanity, but there is certainly a connection. And I think that I've always been interested in the nature of life itself. Forgive me if that sounds a little pompous. I don't mean to sound pompous. I am only trying to understand the why I might be interested in studying this field. And as I say, I think it is because we are life. We are alive. that there are mechanisms in place which allow life to study life. And not only study life, study everything out there that there is to study, that we have access to. I wanted to make this video because almost all my videos so far have been about politics, and I started a podcast with a guy which is about politics. Excuse me. But politics isn't everything. It is certainly an important part of life, but an important part of human society, but it isn't everything. There are questions that go far beyond politics that I am interested in exploring. And I am learning to allow myself to explore those questions, even if I don't yet have all the tools necessary for the exploration. Because how are you going to develop the tools unless you explore and learn and grow and evolve? Pardon the phrase. I think that's a good place to end. This is the Anti-Philosopher, signing off.